Hey guys, J9 here. A lot of people ask me how do I have 39k fame, and they ask me how do they gain more fame. So, all right, man. I'll give you the sauce. I'll give you the method. All right. I'll teach you how to gain more fame, especially if you're a new player. All right. So the first tip is avatar and card design. So, before you would want people to invest in you, maybe invest in yourself a bit, So if we look over here in the skin section, we can actually see the variety of different skins that we can unlock for our card, and we can see the different protectors that we can get for it. If you're starting out from zero, there's of course the free ones where you can use a code SECRETDUCK to unlock this card. Or you can actually play the game for 5 days straight and you'll unlock this card. Or if you play the game for 10 days straight, you'll get this card. So, you don't really have to spend Robux to get some of these other card designs. But, just make sure that it looks good. People don't really want to buy a basic looking card, even though I did. But it was completely different because they're, of course, famous developers and YouTubers. But if you're not one of those, then, you might want to make a very nice looking card that people would want to invest in. So, for example, if your avatar is, mostly pink, then you maybe want to get a pink card design with a pink protector. So, it looks nicer. Or, if you have a blue avatar, you might want to get a blue card design with a blue card protector. Or maybe you want to get a white card protector, It's just make sure it looks good. You don't have to buy some of the most expensive ones like golden or holy protector to make sure that your card looks good. You can just get creative with it and make sure that it just, it looks good in the end. Alright, so step 2 is pricing your cards accordingly. If you're a famous developer or YouTuber, you don't really have to worry about pricing your cards accordingly because, you can price it at like 1k and people will buy it because you're a famous developer or YouTuber, But if you're just the average player that just pops into the game randomly, then, your cards have no value. Zero. Absolutely none. Why? Because nobody knows you. And it is what it is. You have no fame value. Nobody knows you. So you need to somehow gain it. So you might want to sell your cards for very low. Like, 6 to like 20 Robux. Around that range when you're just starting out. And with those low prices, your cards will likely sell more often. So with your cards selling more often, it will get more into circulation, meaning it will get more into the hands of other people, where those other people will then try to resell your card. And once they do resell your card, you'll gain more fame, right? And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers, they've said that, you might want to hold on to your number one because it might get valuable in the future. And so if it gets valuable in the future, then, you sell it off for more, yada, yada, right? Here's the thing though. A lot of the time, maybe your card doesn't gain as much traction because you're just starting out. So you might want to sell off your number one, because here's the thing, right? If you do sell off your number one and it's because you don't get enough sales, then that's at least one more card into circulation. And because it is a number one, it is more sought after, meaning it will have a higher likelihood of it reselling than any of your other cards, like number 32 or number 48, something like that. So with the likelihood of it reselling being higher, then you'll gain more fame. And because it is a number one, it'll likely sell for higher, meaning it's you gain more fame rather than the other cards that you sell. So I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna fucking tell you what you can or can't do, So like, if you want to sell off your number one, then sure, go ahead, do it. And you might want to price it a little bit more than your other cards because it is your number one. Or maybe you don't want to sell it. Fuck it. Just completely ignore what I said. Maybe you don't want to sell it and you're completely betting on yourself that your card is going to become very, very valuable in the future. Then, by all means, all power to you. I like the ambition, the dedication behind it is admirable. So, you do you, man. but I'm just saying what I would do. And of course, this is all speculation. So, and if you're wondering, I did sell off my number one for 9 Robux. Now, I do say that this was kind of a fucking stupid decision, but it's actually kind of smart too. It's both dumb and smart, because sure, I did sell it off for 9 Robux, but this person gave me weak. I've met them before, and they actually have my number one in their display case. And I remember trying to offer on it, and in the end, he said that he wasn't selling it. So even though I can't get back my number one, this person right here, I pretty much trust that this person is going to sell it for a lot afterwards. So when they do sell it off for a lot afterwards, then I gain a lot more fame. So, you know, it's both stupid and smart at the same time. Beggars.
Will you please come to my stand and buy my card, please? It's only 6 Robux. Please, I'm poor. I'm broke as hell. I need Robux. Please, can you come to my stand, please, and buy my card?
Now, asking in this game is allowed. So, of course, you go up to people and ask them to buy your cards. That's fine. That's completely fine. I've had people come up and ask me that. And sometimes I buy their cards. Most of the time, not really. But, you know, on some occasions, I do. Now, of course, when it comes to asking, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to completely just harass the person and annoy them and keep asking them to buy your card, because it's not gonna get you any sales. It's just gonna get you blocked. So, you know, just ask once, and if they say no, leave it at that. Keep moving on. You'll find someone else. It's fine. And of course, you can advertise your own card in the Discord server. If you go to the trading channel, sometimes I see people post their own cards on there, and they list the price and how much fame value they have, or if they're trying to gain fame value. So, you know, sometimes it works out. You'll have people, you know, DM you trying to buy your card. You know, you can also do that, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? So you could try that as well. Just please, God, don't overdo it. Also, when it comes to advertising yourself, I've also seen a lot of people put up their YouTube channels on their sign and how many subscribers they have, or they'll say that they're a developer for a certain game and they'll also put that up there too. Just try to make yourself seem notable. So yeah, those are my tips on gaining fame. So get on out there and get your fame up, man. Bye.